pay for play. It's illegal. I mean, it's illegal. And we'll see what happens with it, folks. We'll see what happens with it. But it's very serious stuff. It's very, very serious. I don't know that it can be any more serious than deleting or getting rid of 33,000 emails.
Well, what do those emails say? That's what counts. Donald Trump responding to new concerns about the Clinton Foundation. So there are 44 new email exchanges that have been released and are raising serious questions about whether the Clintons' charity donors got access, got preferential treatment from the State Department while Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. Here now is Tom Fitton, Judicial Watch president and author of Clean House. Thank you so much for joining us. So the text in here, frankly, I have to say I'm very surprised, because I'm surprised that they were stupid enough to put such blatant language in emails. I didn't think you would find something so obvious. So this is from the head of the foundation saying, he is talking about someone saying he needs to speak to the substance person, Re Lebanon. He is a key guy to us. They are talking about a donor who has donated between $1 to $5 million in the foundation, according to the foundation's records, and pledged $1 billion to the Clinton Global Initiative, and is now asking the foundation to get him in touch with somebody through State Department. They're following through and saying to State, look, this is a key guy. Hook him up. It seems pretty clear. What am I missing?
I don't think you're missing much. And, of course, he's talking to Huma Abedin and people like Cheryl Mills, who used to work at the Clinton Foundation. So Mrs. Clinton also pledged, as a condition of getting her job at the State Department, to keep a bright line between the foundation and the State Department. And within minutes, it looks like, almost immediately, they were violating that ethics agreement. It's just incredible.
There's other emails that came out in these where he's suggesting someone and the name is redacted, saying this is a key person who's important to us. They're connected. Please find them a job. And they respond, we've sent over options. I mean, it seems very clear. Why are we only seeing these emails now? Where did you get them?
Well, we got them via Huma Abedin. We filed a lawsuit, and Abedin had a separate email account on the Clinton email server, that separate illicit server that Mrs. Clinton ran, and these emails are from those. And the State Department, by the way, got these emails last year in September, and we only got them about a month or so ago.
Yeah.
So the reason they're coming out now is because we had to sue and then wait.
Yeah. So now what? I mean, people hear this and they say, all right, we always thought that following the money trail, following this sort of thing from the foundation would show, when they were really trading and pay for play. Now we see it here. Does it rise to the level of what? And who pursues that?
Well, you can't convert public office to the benefit of private individuals such as the Clinton Foundation or their donors, and that's what looks like what was going on here. There are also ethics rules and laws that are potentially being violated. Now, the reports are today that the Justice Department didn't even want to look at this issue when asked to by the FBI. Maybe they need to look at it afresh, or maybe any new Justice Department needs to look at it. But there's going to be more, I guarantee you. We've got more emails coming from Huma Abedin, and, of course, the FBI has recovered emails that Mrs. Clinton may have deleted. Yeah. And emails that weren't turned over elsewhere. And so those emails are going to be coming out over the next few months. Who knows what's in them?
Yeah, I mean, it seems really straightforward. Tom Fitton, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
David.